I have some knowledge to share. Right after my first video yesterday, I want to post my second video today because this morning I had breakfast as always, but I felt a bit weird. And then I clicked on the first video which was recommended to me and was a YouTuber. His name is Keith, or the Inner Operator on his other channel. And I watched an 8-minute video of him and it helped me so much coming back to clarity what my way was or why I am doing this, why I posted my video yesterday. And I want to share this information which I got from him today with you right now.
One of the biggest things that I see holding people back, and this is something that I fall victim to myself, is this fear to start, this fear to put things out into the world. We start something, then that means we can fail. And if we don't start, then there's no way that we could fail. And I do see this with a lot of people.
These words alone helped me so much this morning. And if you think about it, if you couldn't fail, what would you do?
And that actually makes sense, because if you think about it, we're social creatures. So, in the past, being ridiculed or being extra ostracized, being kicked out of your community or your tribe would technically mean that you might die.
And this is also something which I wanted to get to you yesterday with the video What's Even Real, because so much of what exists in our minds came from evolution, but it's not useful to us anymore. So we have to get ourselves out of that and think about it from a different perspective. This also leads me to my first book recommendation of this channel, which would be the book Status Games. It deeply and fundamentally explains human actions and why we do things. And you have to always remember that it's important
that if you're trying to accomplish something with your life, that you really start doing something, and also don't get stuck in the trap of thinking about it all.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, no one cares about you. Everyone is too much in their own minds, focused on their problems, which sounds negatively, but you could use it to your advantage.
As humans, we actually get our perception of the world through action. You can't really shortcut your way to being where you want to be in life without actually doing things.
Today on Instagram, I also said that you have to think in decades. And when you think in decades and have a deeper purpose in everything, your actions, so your doings, gonna be so much easier to complete than if you wouldn't have this long-term thinking.
Point being this, right? If you don't start, then you can't really learn, right, from the things that you're doing. You can only sit back and hypothesize. There's this quote from Confucius that says, "I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand."
Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is. A gram of action is worth tons of theory. Maybe that sounded cool, I don't know.
What is the point of the thing that you're trying to do, right? Are you trying to be right about everything so that people think you're smart? Or for me, when I started my YouTube channel, the literal goal was to teach. The goal was to teach someone something. Someone, right? Anyone, something. And you don't have to be the grand master wizard to be able to teach someone something. You just have to know a little bit more than them.
My goal for this channel would be, or for my whole social media thing would be, that I'm trying to help people, but I'm also trying to track my progress. And I try to learn something for myself. For example, my speaking. I need to get better at my speaking, that's why I'm doing this. And yeah, that's basically it. And out of that, everything else is gonna arise somehow.
It's really, really, really important that for you to develop the competence that you think you need to have before you start, you actually just have to start. We're all gonna look foolish. We're all gonna get things wrong.
That's what I also said in in a video of yesterday where I want everyone, or I want me, to embrace the embarrassment, the foolishness. And I also said I want to start before I'm successful, because out of that starting, I get the success maybe quicker, or I get what I want, not the success eventually, but I get what I want maybe quicker because I started when I was not ready. Because only through the start you get ready.
Our brain will literally create the structure for the world, right, based upon our actions. So when you're not doing anything, you're not creating structure for what can be later defined as competence.
So I leave it like that. These were some words which motivated me this morning and which will motivate me, and that's why I wanted to make a video about it. Thank you, Keith, for your inspiration, and yeah, I would say that's it.